Leo Ascendant, Leo Rising, this is your All Astrology July 2020, beginning of July video. We're going to talk about the eclipse. I'm going to tell you where it happens in your life. I've got another video out about the eclipse itself. It will give you more information than I can give you here. This is going to give you the detail of the exact location for you. This is also going to talk about, we're going to discuss 5 other things. The who's, the how's, the where's. Here, I got a question for you, Leo. Are you thinking about leaving your present job? The next 6 months, the next 18 months, it is big. It's important. It's relevant. All right, so here is the sacred sage, and I want you to pay attention over here. This is Sincere High. Yes, S-I-N-C-E-R-E, Sincere High. This is one of my new friends in this community who has shown me and all astrology a whole ton of love. Please go visit her channel. I'll put a name here or here or here. I don't know. I never know, and I always screw it up anyway. But I will definitely attach the link below as an amazing channel you should check out. And when you check that channel out, make sure you give her a thumbs up and let her know you came from All Astrology. Tell her G says hello and thank you for the love. For anybody else out there that is new, if you don't know what your rising sign is, comment your birth digits below, because your birthday is not your rising sign, okay? And these readings, you can listen for your birthday, all right? That's your sun sign. Remember, birthday is sun sign. A rising sign is your birth time. That tells me a lot, because then I can see your frequency grid. And what that means is I can see the energetic cycles that you're living in. Now, what does that mean, energetic cycles? Well, pay attention to nature. You observe energetic cycles all the time, evidence of it in the world, right? We have the seasons that change. We watch the animals, right? We watch the plants. We watch their ebb and flow. And this is what this is. That is the micro of this macro, just as we are the micro of this macro. So get your stuff, comment below, and let's take a stroll through your all astrology. The eclipse energy. Let's start off with the eclipse number 1 is at 1338 in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn energy, when I look in your chart, this is in your house of work. All right, so for those who have their charts, who are looking at them, this is in the 6th house. Okay, if you're following degrees, you may see that it falls into a different house. If you use a tropical Placidus system, that's normal. That's okay. Don't have a fit. Just comment to me, G, this is actually in this placement for me. All right, and then I'll tell you. I'll break that down for you. All right, so for this is the 6th house breakdown. What is the 6th house? Well, first of all, you've got Capricorn there, right? And so this is the love of astrology that I have. It's not just one thing. It's complex energies that we have to look at. So Capricorn energy is the boss. Are you the boss at your job? Do you want to be the boss at your job? Are you the manager? Because this is typical. People who have Capricorn in their 6th house, this is boss energy. This is, I am in charge. I tell people when to jump, how high to jump, right? That whole blah, blah, blah thing. This is Capricorn energy. But understand something about that. That stuff's going bye-bye. It's going away. The way to be the boss isn't like that anymore. It's not. It's actually the opposite of the Capricorn energy. The way to be the boss is actually the Cancer energy now. All right, that's what's coming in. That is the new us. That is the divine feminine, baby, coming in and saying, we're going to make a change, whether you want to or not. And that's why we're experiencing everything we're experiencing. Global change. You got it? Why do we want a global change? So that we can be members of the CCC. I know some people think the CCC means one thing, because at one time in the States it did mean something. But the CCC represents citizens of the cosmic community. That's what the CCC means. And at 1338, Cancer energy, the opposite of Capricorn, is the Cancer, divine feminine, S-I-R-I-U-S, Sirius, the divine feminine goddess. And this represents nurturing. This represents a recalibration of the patriarch and the matriarchal society. Top down, strong, assertive, aggressive, feminine thrown to the side. You're weak, you're a wimp. No, 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 no. Why do you think so much effort and energy was put into that? Think about that. Because the feminine energy goes beyond the physical world. The feminine energy has the power to create, literally. And we know that. We have evidence because a female's body, a baby comes from there. And so this divine feminine is all about a recalibration of the masculine and the feminine. It's the matriarchal society, which means when we talk about your sixth house, it's the matriarch, right? This is going to be the new boss, the way of establishing balance at work, about how to not just talk about it, but to be about it, to have compassion, to have understanding, to have empathy, to not let the dollar drive, to not have profit over people. No more, no more, no more. But it is now more about people over power. People before power. This is the feminine energy. And so if you're the bosses, if you're the ones, recognize the change, embrace it, take it, get on that wave and ride with it. Understand this is the way it is going. If you fight it, you're going to drown. You ever been in the ocean? You ever been in the ocean and that wave comes at you? Or you try to swim against the undertow? Like, you're going to drown. You're going to die. It's going to wear your ass out. And before you know it, like your nose and your lips go along the water line. And you're breathing in water and you drown. Don't let that happen. Don't do that. Don't allow that. Hear this message. Embrace it, take it, and figure out how you can ride with it. This energy, your Cancer energy, it's in your 12th house, so I know it's difficult. 12th house means it's hidden from you. It means the mother energy, the understanding, the nurturing, the empathy, the feelings, the emotions, they're very hidden. They're in your subconscious. So you're going to be doing work. You're going to be doing a lot of work because we have this divine feminine energy here now. And it's going to help you to see that part of yourself, okay? It's going to help you to not be afraid of it. It's going to tell you that there are so many people in your family, because that's what Cancer energy is. This divine feminine energy that I spoke of, the matriarch, is family energy. Humanity becomes my family. That's what this means. And not just humanity, not just the two-legged, but the four-legged. And it goes beyond that. When we talk about cosmic citizens, it goes beyond the physical. Ignore what you see. Relate closer to what you feel when it comes to considering someone as family. That's what the message is here. And Leo, we need you to step up in the workplace and to embrace this because this is where it's going. And this is not at all how I had planned on this being, this reading, but this is what's coming through. So Leo ascendant, this 12th house, buried emotions, emotions that you're not aware of. They're in your subconscious. So I get it, I understand, but I want you to be more empathetic and to understand there are certain things you aren't relating on certain levels because it's hidden within you. And when something's hidden within you, you can only relate to somebody else with things that you've experienced, right? Because you have no knowledge of it. So if you have no knowledge, you don't know how to talk about it. You don't have words for it. You don't have feelings for it. But it's going to be okay because you have tons of people around you who have feelings, who have words. And you just say, this is an area of my life where I just don't know. And that's all right because there's so many others waiting to embrace you, waiting to say, we get it, we understand. We got enough feelings for us and for you too. And over time, the more you are sitting and wading through and eventually swimming through the Cancerian waters, because your dreams are going to show this to you. Pay attention to your dreams. Things about mom, hidden energy. This is all that for you. I want you to just embrace things about family and mom and understand that people who work with you, and that's a big thing, not looking at people as employees or I'm the boss of, but more of they're my co-workers. I'm in it with them. They're in it with me. No I in team, that whole thing. Just this is going to go a long way. People are going to see that. People are going to feel that. And they're going to be like, I want to be on your team. And that's why. Because they know you give a damn. And this will get you far, Leo. This will get you very far. Now, Mars. Mars is in your sign of Aries. Okay, we all have Aries in our chart. Aries in your chart is in your 9th house. So this is lining up with exactly what I'm talking about. Your ninth house has to do with what you believe in, how you believe, your old beliefs. And having Aries there means that that's changing. And you're going to see new belief systems kicking off, a jump start, because Mars will be there for 6 months. 6 months. But it's not going to be an easy road. You're going to be told no. You're going to be tested. There's going to be friction along the way. This is for all of us, okay? You're not alone in this. We all have Aries energy somewhere in our life, somewhere in our chart, but yours has to do with the way you believe. Now, this is going to affect the way you talk and you think and you relate as well, because the opposite of that ninth house is your third house, and this is your Libran energy. And so Libran energy, specifically in your third house, is your significant one-on-one relationships. And this is your significant one-on-one relationships that could be like marriages, partnerships, could be your siblings, anybody that you're really close to that you relate to in a deep one-on-one way. Your idea of things being fair, right, and balanced, and they should be beautiful. You're going to have to give a little. You're going to have to ease off a little. You're going to have to see that everybody, everything has a timing, has a cycle. It's one thing to state what should be fair, but recognizing that we have to compromise. That's what Libra energy is in the third house. Libra is willing to compromise. But if it's operating on a high level, it doesn't mean back down and sacrifice, because that's not what compromise is. It's about being fair. Well, I compromised last time. Are you willing to compromise this time? Or however it is you work that out with those that you're close to. Hone in on the understanding, the nurturing, but realizing that Mars for the next 6 months will be making difficult aspects, okay? Will be making it challenging to the way you think and the way you communicate in your belief system, okay? So this challenges short distance journeys. This challenges long distance journeys. This challenges all of this. And it is all this challenging that will bring growth. This is how it works. I'm sorry. It's happening to me too. Is the next 18 months for you. That's number 5. I know I discussed way more than 5 things. I always do. But here's number 5. Gemini energy. This is your 11th house. This is your group energy, how you function in groups. This is important. You're going to really be learning about this for the next 18 months. You're going to be honing in. Siblings is a big part of it, by the way, but because this is in your 11th house, this is internet, this is social media. 11th house is astrology. North Node going through your 11th house. The North Node represents your future. So for the next 18 months, talking, speaking, relating, communicating, your community is on internet, is within social media platforms, is within siblings, is within your immediate environment. Okay, that is your 11th house. So this is where it's at. And this is good because that will likely, well, here's the thing, it's tricky because you're dealing with the square to your third house, right, with the Libra energy, because all the cardinal energy is going to be squared by Mars, right? Libra and Mars is literally going to be opposing your Libran energy, so it's firing up the third house. But it'll be squaring your emotions, your hidden emotions and feelings. It'll be squaring your work, your 6th house, which means the eclipse happens in the 6th house can also not just be work and job, but remember the 6th house is health. If you have planets at that 13 degree, there could be something that comes up for you, right? And so that full moon with that light shined on it says, hey, you might not have been aware of this. You might need to look into this. You might need to spend a little bit more time in health habits, right, and work habits. Understanding the future, the North Node energy is that's going to be your out. That's going to be a way of having easier communications because you've got the energy there. You've got the North Node there supporting you. You've got the universe supporting you because that's where the divine feminine is, and that's where she gives you your energy and your insights. And remember, you want to be part. By doing all this, it helps us to all elevate. It helps us to all move up vertically and to become members of the CCC.